Kiana to vespasia koshona riana sukutiwasho tokuyamala dea. Hey everybody, we're just hanging out.
There's a lizard on the roof. You just walked across.
We're just hanging out in the tent for a little while to see what it feels like in here. It's like 93 and humid and hot, but it's actually pretty comfortable in here. I do say though, I would probably like to have a fan going, maybe just to feel some more. There's no breeze today, but it's actually pretty relatively comfortable in here. So we're just hanging out in here for a few minutes to see what it feels like. We're thinking about sleeping out here tonight. We weren't sure. So I thought we would sit in here and have a little light language blessing inside our new tent. Ahine tevispor sana Maria maatekekia ma tu eshinokuni mi say. I was just thinking about it in a Fae connection interaction that I had the other day with the idea about us being outside and sleeping outside, just any humans in general. And and yeah, to vispaso vishno intia zimasopariana keti inti janoto in and we're, I was reflecting on the idea how even, people, even though we have a home and the comforts of home, whatever that may be for any of us, and yet we go to a lot of trouble as humans to be outside and to bring either our outside in or bringing, us outside. And it's funny how we will go to great lengths to be able to live, sleep, cook, be out in the elements, because I think we understand we're in our element. We are nature. We're not in nature. We are nature. And how excited the Fey realms get and how far reaching that idea is. They were explaining how they are in every realm, interdimensionally, multidimensionally, and when we're connecting with the elementals, and the Fey realms here, I would say here and now, they explained how we were literally connecting to them in everyone, in everywhere, because they're all connected in every dimension. And they very specifically kept saying interdimensional. They were very I don't want to say adamant, but they were very kind of clear about that idea that, like, they, to the best of my ability to understand and vocalize what they were trying to say, that they live and exist not just within the dimensions, but between the dimensions, interdimensionally. It's as if they are a part of the fabric of all consciousness. And that when we're connecting them, when we're being more conscious beings, and we understand that we're, as I've been making videos about the food and gardening and light languages, and adding that to, the herbs, and it broadens our perspective of the reaches into, the cosmos, if you want to look at it that way, but the reaching that we have into the multidimensionality that we are when we're tuning in to that frequency. And the amount of information that we're sharing and sending and then receiving back is so much more vast. It was like finding out about the the mushroom network, that idea of the underground network, and understanding how far reaching dimensionally that is. And then to also understand now, when we're connecting with the elements and the elemental beings, it's because we're connecting with everything that's ever been created anywhere and everywhere, because everything's all made of the same thing. And um, everything is all created from the same element. And yet it was so interesting, the conversation, because it was so emotional, it was deep, it was loving, it was extremely conscious expanding for me. And it was almost like I already knew it. It was like, yeah, like it's obvious, but yet to clearly hear more fully what it means when we're connecting with all of that, and that we're literally connecting with the fabric of creation, and how the sending and the receiving in that idea. So yeah. So I wanted to share that, because when it's happening, and a lot of times it's early in the morning when we're sitting or having coffee, or I'm in meditation, and so I don't have the phone in front of me, I'm not turning on the video, and it happens in the moment, and it's as if I'm having this complete other experience. And then I realize it could have even been only maybe seconds or minutes that have passed, and it's almost like I can't even articulate it to Dave in that moment, and to say to him, well, I just had this really interesting conversation and understanding about the Fey realms, and to be able to articulate it, and share it, share it in a way that might make sense to someone, and because it was, I wasn't recording in the moment, and then to say, stop what I'm doing, get the camera out, start recording it. It's almost like, I want to say it breaks the connection, but we're never disconnected. But it's like I was in that frequency, that very specific frequency. But anyway, so I wanted to share it with you, and here I am out in the tent, and that's one of the reasons why I think so many of us are drawn to being in the outdoors.
A lot of triangles in here.
That's what I noticed too in this tent, which is what I thought was pretty exciting too, is all the triangles in here, and the front door. And I mentioned it right away to Dave too. I thought that was pretty cool that it got a big triangle window, and then the triangles on the here, and then the big triangle over there. So yeah, it definitely feels like the dimensional symbols too for us, because I had another images this morning coming up about connecting with other realms through that shape of the triangle. Specifically, like the Yael were coming through. I get a lot of, I want to say, hits, like vibrational connections with the hyper children and the Yael, when I'm in that frequency of being in nature. So that's a whole nother aspect of light language, being in nature, and when we begin to become more consciously aware, that's how we start literally hearing more, reaching out more. We become better antennae, we become better receivers, we become better perceivers, because now we're filtering this information less and less through limiting beliefs, because we're now more open to the belief system, and that way we can hear, absorb better and more information, and again changing the receiving synapses in our brains, and creating neural pathways to be able to be better informational receivers, and also to share. So yeah. Okay, my arm's tired. I'm holding it up again, once again. These are all so impromptu. I don't always have like equipment with me, and if you know, I don't edit my videos, even if I should. So, it's real and raw, and and I like to keep it that way, to keep it spontaneous, and I just, yeah, blessed by the blessed, blessed by the best. Say that a few times. Mwah. Love you. And all of you and everyone and every now. We always are feeling you and expressing our love to you and everything that we do all day long. Because, yeah, this is just how we live. Thank you, thank you, thank you for making our day brighter and more fun and exciting.
Maybe this should be the light language tent, and you're only allowed to speak light languages in it.
Uh-oh, I don't think I could even stick to that. Yeah, we wanted to do an experiment one day to see if Dave and I could only speak light languages all day long. And even I'm like, I can't even do that. Love you guys. Diana.